Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on substitution, negative numbers worksheet. So this video gives us a worksheet where we can practice substituting negative numbers into various algebraic expressions. Now the secret here, we have to be very careful with the signs. Now there are basic rules guiding us when we are dividing and subtracting and multiplying, etc., the negative numbers together. So we need to know those basic rules, and if we do that, we won't have any problems. Also, if you want to sketch a number line, that can help you. But I'll leave you to do that. You may not need the number line. And finally, if you need help with this, or if you're not quite sure what to do, on the next slide there is a link. So if you click on the link, that will take you to the lesson and it will explain how to do each of these examples. So very quickly, let's get started. Here we have 6 prime numerals and each of them has a value, and there are some negative numbers involved. Okay, so basically this involves addition. Here we have a subtraction. A times n means that's multiplication there, even though you don't see a sign. Multiplication between those two letters, that's division. B minus P, that's multiplication there. Okay, so those 5 there are very straightforward. It's very crucial to remember. I just warn you, for example, if we do something like this, if we have a minus sign and we multiply it by a minus sign, we have to remember that that is a plus sign. Right, that's what I'm talking about. Very important. And I'll just do one more. If we have a minus sign and we multiply it by a plus, that is, each of those represent numbers. So if you have a negative number and you multiply it by a positive number, that gives you a negative number. So they're just 2 of the rules, and there are others, but we have done them before. Number 6 is minus c squared. This is a very tricky one, so you have to be very careful with it. So if you're not sure what to do, go back to the video. The link is on the next slide, and that will explain how to do this tricky one. This one here, now they look similar, but they're not. They are actually different, so you have to be very careful about how you do each of those. Here we have c minus p. P squared means p times p. M squared means m times m. B cubed means you multiply b by itself 3 times. A cubed means you multiply a by itself 3 times. Don't forget the minus sign here. That's very straightforward there. Now you have to be very careful here, because that rule there, for example, will help you in that particular one there. So for number 12, this rule here comes in very handy. And finally, or second last, 6p divided by b, and finally b to the power of 4. Okay, so basically this video has given us a number of examples of algebraic expressions, and we've been given some values for the prime numerals and we're substituting them in. We have to be extremely careful with the sign. We have to remember the basic rules that govern multiplication and division with negative numbers. And if you need help, you're not sure what to do, the next slide has a link. Click on that and it will explain how to do all of those examples.